Hey guys, today I'm going to go over the rest of the answers from the assignment I gave you on Monday that was titled Volume Day 1. So I already went over the first three with you that I attached to the documents, and I'm going to go through 4, 5, and 6. So if you struggled or had questions, this is definitely something I want you looking at. So for number 4, I wanted you to find the area of the rectangular prism. Right, so we already know what that volume was. I attached it above and I explained in the videos. So whenever I have a rectangular prism, I'm going to do length times width times height. So it doesn't matter how you want to label length times width times height, just depends on how the figure is standing, how you look at it. So for my work here, my numbers are, I'm going to do 12.4. That's one side. The other side of my figure is 16, and I'm going to use this as my height of 16. So my length is 12.4. My width is 16, and my height is also 16. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and multiply those. So 12.4 times 16 times 16, I should get 3,174.4. So my final volume answer here is just that, is 3174.4, and then I would label that meters cubed. Okay? All right, let's try number 5. So scroll down, let me hide this. Okay, so for number 5, it says find the volume of the triangular prism. Remember that the triangles are the base. In the formula, V equals big B times H. So remember, the capitalized B is something different. The big B is the area of the base. So the base in this figure is in the title. It's the triangle. So when I look at this, my triangle has a base of 14. It has a height of 6. And then don't forget, since it's a triangle, I'm still going to have to divide that by 2. So when I put in my calculator 14 times 6, I get 84. And what is half of 84? Half of 84 is 42. So I already found the area of the base. Now, in my formula, I still have to multiply that by my height. So I'm not going to use the numbers that I used for the triangle, right? That was part of my base. So if I take a look at this figure, there's really only one number left. My height here is 20, right? My height is 20. So I just need to multiply my big B, which was 42, times the height of 20. And 42 times 20 is 840. So 20 times 42 is 840 feet cubed. Okay? And then the last one was like number 3 in the video I did before. So let's take a look at it. It says find the volume of the composite figure, right? So it's made up of actually 2 rectangular prisms put together in an L shape. It says you have to break this up into 2 different shapes. Find the area of both, then add them together. I broke them up for you in the second figure shown below. So show your work, use the formula length times width times height. So I already have these broken up for you, but remember, as the week goes on, I'm not going to break those up for you. You will have to do those by yourself. So let's focus on A first. So I know I'm going to use the formula length times width times height. So if I look at this, I have 16 as one of my pieces. I know this piece is 4, so I know this piece is also 4, so I'm going to use that. And then I have to find the other dimension. Well, if I take a look at this, I need to find this piece. Okay, so I can't tell what that is by now, but if I look at my other numbers here, I might be able to find that. So let's see. If I know that this is 5, I know this piece is also 5 because they're parallel from each other, they're across. Now, if I look at this rectangle, I could see it's an 8 by 5, right? Here's the 8, here's the 5. So I know this piece is also 5. Now, if I keep going up, I could start to see, okay, I have a 5. Now, I don't know this side yet, but I could figure it out, but we actually don't need to figure that piece out. I know this is, if I know this is 5, I know this piece is also 5, so that would be my missing piece. So I just found the volume for A. 16 times 4 times 5 gives me, I'm going to put underneath, 320. Okay, so now I need to find B. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase kind of all my markings so it'll be a little bit clearer. Okay, so we found A, so now let's look at B. So for B, I know this piece is 8, and they already give me my other 3 numbers, 4 and 5. So that one's always a little bit easier. So for B, I'm going to do 8 times 4 times 5. Those are my 3 sides, just like how we did in number 1, right? So 8 times 4 times 5 gives me 160. So now that I found the volume for A and B, I want to add those together. So 320 plus 160 gives me a total area of 480 yards cubed. Okay, please make sure that you're going back, rewinding the video. If you need to hear it again, make sure you have a blank sheet of paper out and I'm practicing with me. Okay, if you have additional questions, please email me.